in our own Madison County. Two other communities have been very aggressive about pursuing access to the I-69 corridor. One of them has been Pendleton, which has annexed a tremendous amount along I-69 and really even coming north of I-69 to the west side of Anderson, or what would be on the west side of Anderson. Ingalls is annexed up to exit 14, for instance. So the common denominator is that communities understand the importance of the I-69 corridor. And unfortunately, what's happened over that same period of years in Anderson is we have been very stagnant with our long-term planning and our long-term goals for making sure that we have land that's available for new plants, such as Nestle, such as GTI, pardon me, such as high-pro filtration. Those companies have all determined that where they want to be, they selected that, have been in location in business parks along I-69. Well, quite frankly, just building upon my prior comments, once land is annexed by another community, it's gone forever. The city of Anderson, for instance, most of our growth over the last 30 years, maybe 40 years, has been on the south side of town. But quite frankly, that was a newly annexed area to Anderson when it was proposed in the 1950s, and actually was completed in the 1960s. Mayor Ferguson is the one that actually saw the vision, saw the importance of annexing Anderson south to areas that would be close to what is I-69. So we want to make sure that Anderson doesn't end up being one of those communities that wasn't engaged in long-term planning and that saw an opportunity that slipped by, and that we're never able to access more of the I-69 corridor. That's important to our future. Well, you know, there's kind of a trade-off there, and there's a couple things. Number one, for the neighborhoods, for instance, when they're part of a fully maintained, staffed fire protection area, for instance, we think it's going to have impact on their homeowners' insurance. In other words, actually their rates will decrease because they have access to a full-time staff fire service now. That's one of the main things. There are other advantages they pick up too, and it's, for instance, neighborhood plowing during the wintertime. I think that we have developed a reputation for being just very good in execution during snowstorms in the neighborhoods, not just main streets, but we pay attention to all of our neighborhoods with snow plowing too during the winter. So that, for instance, is another advantage. And then I mentioned earlier the access to law enforcement that is greater than just a few officers on the road, where we have an entire department. Time-wise, we're just absolutely convinced our response times for all our public safety will be much superior to what some of these areas have now.